Hi everyone, Jenny Weeks here, psychic medium. I'm here to speak to you today about part 2, how to develop your psychic gifts. And what we're going to do today is we're taking baby steps because I don't want to overwhelm you. Hopefully you've been putting up your protection every day and you're practicing that. And if you haven't been, I'd like you to pause this and go back and watch the other video and put it up right now, today, before you begin with this one. And there's a reason why. When we are delving into our psychic gifts, we're communicating, we're opening other portals, we're communicating with other dimensions, we're seeing things not seen with the ordinary eye. And if we're not willing to protect ourselves, we can do a lot of damage to ourselves, to our loved ones. We can invite entities in. We can open portals and not close them and just allow spiritual traffic, other beings to keep coming through back and forth. So if you haven't done the basics yet, please go back and put up your protection and do it every day. Okay, great. Now, speaking of psychic gifts, what are they? What is it that you have? Most of the gifts fall into basic categories. And what I'd like you to do, I don't want to overwhelm you. So we're going to speak a little bit about them. I want you to get a pencil and paper, or however you do it nowadays. Pause the video. Hello. Hopefully you paused the video. You came back with a pencil and paper or something to take notes. Okay. What I would like you to do, first, think about why you think you have a gift. What is it that you feel? And I want to see what resonates with you right off the bat. Let's find out what your prevalent gift is. What's the one that's just bursting to come out? What's the one that wants to be used the most? Which of your senses are heightened right now? Okay, so we're going to talk about, are you dreaming? Write down your dreams. This is an exercise for you. Are you seeing things before they happen? Are you thinking of people and then they call you? Are you just having a gut feeling and then you find out your feeling was right? Okay. Are you hearing a little voice in your head to take a left on the way home instead of the right that you would normally take? Are you hearing, sometimes pregnant mothers can hear their babies talk to them. So just think about what it is that resonates with you right now. And what I'd like you to do for the next couple of days till I make the next video, and I'm pacing these so that you complete your assignments and you get in the habit. Okay? So what I'd like you to do, write down everything that you get, and then we'll determine where your gifts fall into, what's stronger to begin with. So I want you to write down, if you have a dream, and I want you to write the date. Write down as much detail as you can. So keep a little dream journal by your nightstand, by your bed, and write down whatever it is before you get out of bed in the morning so you don't forget. And I've done it where it's like, no, I'll remember it. It was clear. You don't. You forget details. And details sometimes make the difference. Okay? So write down your dreams. Any errant thought. If you think of someone during the day, write their names down. Write it down. Just stop for a minute. This is only going to take a day or two. Write it down. If you have a communication, if an animal comes up to you, if you're driving down the road and you see a rabbit, write down rabbit. There are messages. We think that we're just going by and this rabbit just happened to be on the side of the road. No, that rabbit was there for you. And sometimes you'll know, you'll feel it's like, gee, that came to me. That was an omen. If you see a hawk, if you see a dog just cross your path, and I'm not talking about black cats, although write it down if you see a black cat. But let's find out if you're in tune with the natural world and animals speak to you. You hear animals speak. Okay? I want you to write down, if you see something in your mind's eye, your third eye, write it down. If you're speaking with someone and you see colors around them, or you might see a flash of yellow behind someone or a flash of blue. Write it down, okay? But basically take notes of everything for the next couple of days, and then we'll go back, because when I talked about the 4 basic categories besides seeing auras, you may be clairvoyant, which is also known as second sight, using your third eye, using your mind's eye, seeing things in your mind's eye. People will ask me, well, how do you see what this dog is seeing? It's like, well, I can jump into them and see what they're seeing. And sometimes I'm flying over them. That's called remote viewing, but I don't want to lose you. We'll find out what it is. So second sight is clairvoyance. Okay, so can you see things? And it's not necessarily before they happen. Can you see things? Can you see maybe what your friend might be doing, and then you talk on the phone? You're like, oh yeah, I'm by the pool. It's like, oh, I had a vision of you by the pool. Okay, so are you clairvoyant? Next, are you clairsentient? Are you an empath? That's where empaths fall under clairsentience. Empaths feel things. Empaths feel what other people are feeling, but empaths may also have the gut feeling. Empaths may become angry because they're picking up on someone else's energy. They may go into a home and pick up the energy of what happened in that home 40 years ago, 100 years ago. That's what, intuitives, it's clairsentience. It's we're feeling. We're feeling what the dog might feel. We're feeling what someone may have felt before they passed. We may feel physical pain. Many times when loved ones come to me, I will feel a physical pain as to how they have passed. They want me to know. And a lot of times, if there are a couple of people coming through, excuse me, I will say, no, it's the one that had, I feel like it was a heart attack or chest pain. Or there's a heaviness in the chest. It may have been a lung cancer. Excuse me. Or a dry throat. Just kidding. Next, I might have to pause this and get a drink. Clairaudience. Do you hear things? I talked about pregnant moms sometimes hearing their babies in the womb. Sometimes you might hear a sound that no one else hears. Sometimes, and you'll hear it. You'll hear ghost shows, the ghost shows, the paranormal shows. Like, did you hear that? It's like, no, I didn't hear that. But the other person did. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. It means the other person heard it and is using that part of their gift, clairaudience. And they may not even realize they're clairaudient. So it's clear hearing, clear sight, clear vision, clear knowing. And then we're going to talk about claircognizance. Claircognizance is just knowing. How did you know this was going to happen with the stock market? I don't know, I just knew. How did you know so-and-so was going to react at the surprise birthday party? I don't know, I just knew. I just know. How do you know? I don't know, I just know. Claircognizance, clear knowing. Okay, so those are your 4 basic groups. There are many that fall under that we will explore. But right now I want you to take baby steps, and I hope I didn't go too quickly for you, and I hope I still have you, okay? This is the way to start identifying where you fall in. So for each video, you will gain something from each video, because we all have these gifts. It's just a matter of knowing which one is prevalent first, which one will develop more. But as you develop one, you'll find the others now developing as well and becoming more enhanced. So you have your assignment. I want you to write everything down. Write if you heard a little voice. You might see a number in your head. You might see the number 5. You might see the number 7. You might get a street name. You might see a color with the number 5. Who knows? You might get lucky and win something, highlight or something. No, I'm kidding. I'm not encouraging gambling. So write these things down. I'll see you soon. If you have any questions, email me. Follow the links below if you're interested in any sort of reading. I do tarot, angels, power animals. I also do distant Reiki. I communicate with animals, speak with pets. Um, I'm a medium. I will do anything I can to help facilitate speaking with your loved ones who've passed. So follow the links below, and I'll see you in a couple of days. Practice your protection. Write everything down, no matter what it is. If you think of Josephine and Josephine calls, great. If you think of Josephine and Josephine doesn't call, it doesn't matter, because 2 weeks from now, you may speak with Josephine and find out on this day Josephine fell and broke her ankle, or heaven forbid, or Josephine had a baby, or so-and-so got good news. You see, you don't necessarily have to be in communication with the person to be picking up on what's going on in their lives. Okay? Sometimes we don't always find out what it is. But if we keep a record of it, 2 weeks later, 6 weeks later, 6 months later, a year from now, we'll go back and read through what it is we've experienced, and we can check off the things that have happened, or the detail that we picked up, or see how we've grown. Okay? So you have your assignment. I'll see you in the next video. Contact me. I'm here for you. And behave. Don't open any portals. Put up your protection. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. And I can't turn the video off. There we go.